I have tea. We are going to be power washing, and I'm really hoping that the whoosh whoosh of the water is going to make me feel cooler, because it's still really ridiculously hot here. Oh, right. Specials. We are working our way through Tomb Raider. Continue the campaign. We're going to be washing a Jeep and a mini boat. In the courtyard, you'll find my beloved Jeep and motorboat. Afraid they're both bearing the additional weight of our adventures together. I'd like to give them the kind of deep clean their sterling service deserves. If you could trouble yourself one more time on my account, I'd be very grateful. And do take extra care with the boat. There may still be the odd shard of Venetian window glass lurking here and there. That sounds charming. So yeah, how is everyone doing anyway? Oops, I put myself up twice. Oh yeah, because I was watching Scruff and then he raided. They raided. So yeah. Yeah, I am ridiculously proud of my team, and I'm really excited to see, you know, what else I'm going to be able to stream at some point in the future. Oops, it's very strange, but when you share the kind of experiences I have with my vehicles, you start to see them almost as friends. The Jeep, for example, got me out of one almighty scrape in Karnak. Okay, I think that says Karnak. I can't read it, it's too tiny. And when you believe the spaces the boat can squeeze itself into. Sorry, I still need to get probably need to get new glasses at some point. But yes, how is everyone? We are back to our normal levels of Jonas. Fortnite will only be visited to show you Creator Islands. I'm sorry, I will not be playing it, like, for real. As much as I'm sure everyone was really excited to see me running around getting shot in the head and dying after 3 seconds. I just want to showcase the work we've been doing, and I'm hoping that there will be other things that I can show you in the future. And I'm sure there will, because, you know, we're doing loads. Strange too how these things seem to find their way to you just when you need them the most. Temple of Karnak appeared in Tomb Raider The Last Revelation. Thank you, Reliki, with the knowledge. Also, I didn't change the game command over. Change the game over. But, you know, if someone hits game... I did add a Fortnite command, which has our map code in. Because I thought, you know, I'm going to continuously be like, I'm so proud, and everyone should go and experience that. And there are more secrets to discover, and more objectives to complete, but I didn't want to spoil the whole thing. I didn't expect to spend, you know, a good 45 minutes on it. But I'm glad I did, because it's just... honestly, you can just go sightseeing in ancient Egypt. I think, like, the... Storm Command has, like, a 3-hour thing on it. Not that the storm comes. I don't know, actually. I've never actually stayed in the map for 3 hours to see if the storm comes. But you've certainly got a decent amount of time to explore. Which is obviously the idea behind these games. Luckily for me, those keys belong to an empty Jeep. So yes, but yes, it's Thursday again already. How did that happen? I don't know. I say empty. I may have played some part in the emptying process. How's everyone's week gone? I still don't know what I'm playing on Saturday, by the way, which is why schedule hasn't gone up. The only thing I knew I was playing was the co-stream with Jesse, which was great. Some power washing, and I was really hopeful that we could launch the map in time for me to do a showcase. But I have no clue what to stream tomorrow. Anyone has any suggestions? Otherwise, I'm going to have to take some time to go through my spreadsheet of doom. Not really of doom. My spreadsheet of really cool games. To decide what would be a good idea. It's just it's quite a long spreadsheet, which is why I keep putting off going through it. And there are so many cool games that I could play. I think what I'll try and do is pick out 3 again because it works well. The only issue is when I do an hour stream and an hour portion of the stream, and then I'm like, oh god, now I want to do more. Because then it's like, I don't have capacity to do more because I have so many games. Yeah. So, yes, as I said, how is everyone doing? Are you having an okay week? What do you think? Anyone playing anything cool? This week is better than last week. Okay, that is good to know. Like, 1,000,000 times better. Or 1,000,000% better. That is really good to know. I am glad your week is going better than last week. I'm sorry you had a bad week last week. This is surprisingly fiddly. So they've announced that the SpongeBob DLC is coming out at some point. I can't remember. I think it was like 29th or something. So, in the hope that, you know, everything is fixed, I will be waiting until someone confirms that everything is fixed before I buy it. But I will be getting it, and I will probably stream it. I'm not a SpongeBob fan, but I do like new achievements, so... But yeah, is anyone else planning on getting it? Everyone's just here for the shh, aren't they? You haven't finished the Midgard DLC? Ah. Or the new bonus jobs. And I'll never forget the purring engine and thumping beat that balanced out as soon as I turned the key. Clearly the Desert Warrior who previously owned it was both a first-rate mechanic and a huge fan of techno. Well, I'll have to highlight some bits on there because that's quite hard. Yes, Follow the Porcupine. Yes, I remember you streamed that one. Actually, I think it was you that streamed that one. Yes, it was, because I went, oh, I wonder if that's coming out to Xbox, and it is, and I knew it was out this week. It's on my wish list. It possibly, if it's ID, will be on my streaming thing, and if I do get the codes, I could do that on Saturday. I'm still thinking about that homebody game I did last week. It was surprisingly addictive in its puzzle, like, you know, what can happen stuff. Yes, it was you that streamed the Denver. I think someone also may have as well. Excellent Englishing there, Joe. Where's my little stool? I think I need to jump. Yeah, Homebuddy. I've been thinking about, you know, going back to that game. I have not had any time to go back to any games this week. But yeah. Yes, Planet of Lana with a little cute little blob thing. As for the motorboat, I have no idea who the original owner was. They seem to be to a penny over there. In 90s Venice, you could jump out of a motorboat into the canal, dive under a lock, and find another just the same on the other side. Well, that's because computer game assets were a lot easier if you just duplicated the same graphic. Saved a lot of memory space if you could just reuse. So nice nod to that there. But yes, Planet of Lana, I think ID streams that. It has like a no death run, which is putting me off playing it at the moment, but it does look very cute. But yeah, you did a lot of cool demos. I think it was last summer? But yeah, there's so many good games coming to Game Pass. Harold Halibut is finally coming out. I've only been waiting for that like 5 years. Well, 4 years maybe. But anyway, I played at EGX when EGX was still a thing that I could go to. So it's definitely been a while, and it seems to be finally coming out, and it's coming into Game Pass, which is epic. It's a point and click, but like a handcrafted, in the sense that it looks like it was made in the real world thing, I seem to remember. I can't remember whether it's like plasticine or puppetry or something like that, but anyway, it looked extremely cool. I can't remember anything about it, other than it was called Harold Halibut. I'm not interested if it's not coming to Xbox. Yeah, Viewfinder. You'll have to stream that for us then, Leaky, so we can see what it's like. So I'm still not convinced in getting like a PlayStation just to play some games, because eventually they will come to Xbox, we hope, or they'll be on like Epic or something, and I can maybe do at some point I will do a PC stream or two. But Stray is coming. Okay, come on. What have we missed? A bow handle. Deck trims. This is kind of fiddling. But yes, I'm very looking forward to Stray. I know Leaky streams Stray. I'm looking forward to that coming to Xbox. I've heard it is. Or there are rumors it is. I don't know. Something has maybe said that there is. 1 deck trim. 2 deck trim. Right, there we go. Okay. Jet engine intake. Ah, other side. Yeah, what's everyone playing these days? Anything cool? What amount? Seat. Jeep. Indicators. Oh, you can open the door before. Well, that makes it easier. Considered you could open the door. Oh, you're enjoying Halo Infinite co-op. Voila! Done. Astonishing work on the boat and jeep as always. It's almost as if Venice and Karnak never happened. Really quite the wonder with that thing, and your prudence is admirable. Thank you again. Ooh, the maze. Thanks to you, preparations for my charity fundraiser are right on track. But a sudden revelation's hit me. Partygoers are drawn to hedge mazes like moths to a flame. While I've cut it all back to a manageable size, the contents are still a little bit filthy and therefore a threat to all the immaculate evening gowns and tuxedos. I prefer our guests to have the highest bids up their sleeves, not mud and lichen. It's a tricky job, but if you can give it your keen attention, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders. I know you'll do an exceptional job, as always, Lara. Daunting at first, but the maze design is quite straightforward. I'm sure you'll find your way around in no time. I love how, like, the only bits that are dirty are the pots. One quick note, in a recess you'll find a hatch in the ground that leads to a hidden area in the middle of the maze. Clean down there too, please. I'm sure it'll get used come the night. Is the maze from one of the games as well? Oh, it's a timed puzzle. Interesting. Maybe you should do some retro Tomb Raider on your stream, Leaky. Maybe Jesse would also be a good one for that. Liking the retro games. I never did look at what which Tomb Raider one I was talking about. Yeah. I mean, I'd certainly love to see it. It's not anything I ever played. And I don't think it's anything I will ever play. Because it requires, you know, setting up stuff that is not really my specialty. You're good at setting up those retro ones. And it'd be interesting to see, like, you know, how your skills have progressed. I just want you to get back into streaming. You know, no pressure, but I really do enjoy your streams because they're always so well put together and original. You've got those production skills. I envy. The artistic eye and the talent to go with it. So you can, and also like the technical chops as well. I know you've been telling me about this bot you've been configuring. Kind of really want to get that sort of thing set up for me as well. But I figured I'd let you do all the heavy lifting and then be like, tell me how. My brain is currently too full of learning Unity and game design and trying to figure out how I like reverse engineer a game. Like, given an idea like this, how would this be built? Do I have a ladder or a thing I can stand on? can probably stand on that. I mean, yeah. That is definitely a thing. Woo! I cleaned the flower lattice. Gone back to my trusty yellow, because that three-pronged thing was not amazing at the close-up. I always have visions of going back to like old Mario games or Zelda on my Game Boy and being like, oh, I know how to play these now. I can do it. And then it's just like, I don't have the time, the inclination. Though I was very pleased to see that the next trilogy of Phoenix Wright games, the Apollo ones, or at least including the Apollo one, are coming to Xbox. Very happy about that. Though we just still need the Miles Edgeworth ones for it to be a complete collection, and the Professor Layton. So they still owe us another 3 games. It does make me think that I should probably finish off the Phoenix Wright ones. After I played Danganronpa 2, I think I'll probably do that. They were lacking in tombs? Tombs! Maybe you need to have like a Tomb Raider day. Maybe it could be Tombs Day. Tuesday. Like, you could do Tuesday, I mean, before my stream, assuming you want to see my stream. Because I know you like keeping it short streams, because it's easier to focus. But you could totally do like a little series. Going back and seeing how they compare, whether they are as good as you remember, and you can give me all the lore, because I like your little knowledge bits. But yes, you can't really have Tomb Raider without tombs. I'm currently running out of space on my hard drive, so I'm trying desperately to finish off some games that I've nearly finished that are easy to finish off. Because there's some games where it's like, oh my god, I've got like 1 achievement, but it requires me replaying the entire game. So those are less manageable, but I did finish off a few and uninstalled a few Game Pass games that I'm like, I'm not going to play these at this point, so I won't have them installed taking up space, because at some point I'm going to run out of space, which means that I definitely need to finish some stuff. Come on, give me the... Where's my hidden orange piece? Come on. Just complete, damn you. Ah. There we go. You stream Turbo Esprit. Excellent. I've been playing a little bit of Lego Brawls, because it came with my random juice, like 3 of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, well, I may as well play this. And it's actually quite fun, kind of cathartic. It doesn't require, it doesn't punish you for being bad at it. It's like, oh, well, we'll give you a few coins. It'll take you longer to level up, but it's okay. You do you. But if I complete that one, it'll be another Lego completion, and then that'll just leave me 2 Lego completions left to get my number 1 spot. But unfortunately, both of them being really long games, and also including like the driving one, Lego 2K Drive, which had all those challenges which are going to take me forever to get any good at. I remember trying to do like the racing ones in some of the other games and being like, this is going to take me so long. Or I just have to figure out what things I need to unlock to do good at challenges. But the Star Wars one is just time. It's a very open worldy, lots of stuff to explore. Not just the story stuff. And I haven't even finished the story in that yet. So, yeah, I need to find some time to do that. Because that and point and clicks. I've got a bunch of point and clicks I want to play as well. Those are the ones that I care about, like, completing, because I have standing in the leaderboard. I'm in the top, Lego top 10 in the entire world on Xbox, and point and clicks. Well, I'm first in some of the leaderboards and like third in others, so top 3 for point and clicks on Xbox in the world. I've been first in the UK for a while. So, it's a matter of pride, but also I really love those types of games. If I ever figure out, like, how the point and click mechanic works when creating it, I'm totally gonna try and create, oops, wrong button, my own point and click. That's the goal, to be able to create something like that. Of course, I've got no idea what I want to do as like a story, and I'm no good at art, but hey, I could create something. I just settle for like, figuring out how to do like a scene and an inventory. It's blessedly cooled down a bit here. I've got the stuff open. I've dropped a whole degree. It's now not 27, it's 26, which is a lot more bearable inside. But yeah, it's not going to be a pleasant couple of months, or 3 months, however long summer is going to last. And I will certainly be hoping for another nice long winter. But yeah, I've had low-key headache because of the heat for a couple of days, and trouble sleeping, and generally feeling dehydrated even though I've consumed a lot of liquid, and just really disgustingly sticky today. Mostly just because I've been going from room to room between my office and the Xbox to test the Fortnite map. Like, mid-meeting, just toddling through to a different room going, hang on, bear with me, I've just got to load up Fortnite. I love the little thing. But yeah, I'm glad I could help out. Because everyone's massively busy on everything, and I'm sort of between projects and waiting for stuff to align on things. Ooh, hello. Some of my fondest childhood memories involve the hedge maze. As soon as I could walk, my father would plop in the middle of it and leave me to find my own way out. Okay, your father sounds negligent. Perhaps not parenting 101 these days, but it certainly ignited my first drive and independence. Hi, Harakalite. No, we weren't playing Fortnite. We were doing a creator map. Or a creator island that my company built. Um, I have a command. The commands that I spelt wrong. One sec. I thought I'd saved, but obviously it's not. Ah, this one already exists, but why is it not working? Alright, well I'm just gonna paste. Ah, there we go. Thank you. I don't know why it's not working. I set up the commands on the bot, but they're just not showing, so I don't know whether the bot's just having conniptions. But thank you very much, Leaky. Yes, there we go. That is the island that the team created. I played it today, and I'm very proud of them. And it's like a completely different experience to the regular Fortnite experience. And I highly recommend you try it out. It's very cool. I also highly recommend you try it in a private island so you can explore to your heart's content. Because it's a lot more fun when you can like do it all yourself. And you just repurchase the original Tomb Raiders 1, 2, and 3 for £1.79. Go you! Is there a ladder in this place? Because I'm currently just... I can't see on top of the things. That's bugging me. Oh well, I'm sure I'll discover if I can, you know, get on top of the maze at some point. But yeah, it's very nice playing something that we'd created. I hope to do more of that on stream, showcase our work. But yeah, very proud of the team, very proud. Indeed. Oui? I wish there was a nice fancy ice cream shop nearby. The ice cream van came round as I was starting the stream. I was like, gosh, you tease. Maybe I shall take a break at lunch tomorrow and go seek some ice cream. For walking on the canal, because usually the ice cream van pops up there. Depending on how atrociously hot it is, because obviously, you know, we do not venture outside into the burning ball of fire. Unless we have very good reason. But also, we've not really left the house in a while, so probably should at some point venture into the outside. But then again, after work we could, but Jesse's playing. Jesse's got a match and I need to be supportive. So I couldn't possibly go outside then. And then it'll be too late and too dark, and probably shouldn't go outside when it's dark, you know. And then this is how I end up not leaving the house in weeks. Also, did I say hi, Horror Acolyte? I don't know if I did. I'm sorry, I got a little bit distracted in my earlier stream and didn't necessarily say hi to everyone. I do appreciate you all being here. It is nice to have the company. Yeah, see, it's going to be hot even in the night. Well, then I definitely don't want to go out. Because I'll just get hot and uncomfortable. It's much nicer here in the cool-ish. It's coolish. I've got 2 fans on me right now. Some sarcasm is fine. I reserve the right to misinterpret your sarcasm because I can't tell. But hey. The Circle Line has AC? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Mostly I just avoid the tube when it's this hot. I am not massively looking forward to commuting into the office at the end of the month for the, though I am looking forward to the actual thing where I'm commuting in for. I'm not looking forward to the public transport part of it. Because I really don't want to turn up at the office being incredibly hot and sweaty. That is just disgusting. Um, okay, but not great. Hanging in there, shall we say. And I'm sure Milo is doing absolutely adorably. Dan was talking about frozen puppy yogurt, which I asked if it was anything like the ice cream that you can get for puppies or puppers. Um, so I'm sure that Milo is enjoying delightfully frozen puppy safe treats. I shall have to ask for photos, as it sounds kind of cute. But yeah, everyone's hanging in there. No one's enjoying the heat, I have to say that much. That's that clear. What I can't clear is this lattice. There we go. It was bugging me that I couldn't get that lattice. Wasting so much water. This is why the water challenges were so hard for me. I'm just like, leave on the water. It is making me feel delightfully cool though. Oh, well, I found the hatch. How's it going? I'm guessing it's even hotter in France than it is here. Hopefully you are surviving. You haven't died from the heat yet. Good. Please don't. Because that would be most unfortunate. We would miss you. You know, many ancient labyrinths and mazes were devised by priests and mystics. Yes, definitely. The way they were meant to be symbolic of pilgrimage, representing the winding path to enlightenment and salvation. Oops. very soothing. Kind of makes me wish like I was getting sprayed down by cold water right now. I really don't know why this game is so good. Like, so addictive. I mean, I don't understand. They've found like the perfect formula. It's like how I was so skeptical when Jesse was like, "Oh, you'll love it." I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll play it." And Nikki was like, "You'll love it," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll play it." And then it's like, "Oh my god, I love this," but also I'm going to stream it because otherwise I will like forget to eat, drink, and do everything else and move. I forget to move when I'm on stream, so I definitely can't afford to be doing it longer than a stream. Um, so yeah, it's one of those games. It's just this is nice, and I'm glad they're adding more content. I just want them to fix my achievement that got broke, so that I can have my credit for my completing the career. So hopefully that will come with the next update. Hopefully. So it should just be a case of adding a check. So if that gets fixed, I'll be very happy. And then I will quite happily purchase DLC. Even if it's SpongeBob. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Cara. Yeah, I think I want to say though the 26th to the 29th. I've been looking at so many dates the past few days for various things, mostly project stuff, and they've all munged in my head. So I'm fairly certain it's June. Well, I'm like 50% certain it's June. So if anyone does have the exact date, that would be really helpful. There's also Escape Academy DLC at some point I don't want to play. It doesn't add any achievements, but still kind of want to play it. June 29th. Thank you very much, Jesse. So I was right. I said 26th or 29th. That is one of those dates. Today's the 15th. Thank you. Yes. I honestly wasn't certain. Yeah. I think Jesse and I were waiting to see if there was any new achievements. And then, because there weren't, we sort of got put a little bit on the back burner for doing another stream, but maybe I'll keep an eye out for like a sale on the season pass or something. Yeah, I did. Every time they announce stuff, I'm like, please. If they don't, then I'll probably pick up the season pass in a sale at some point if they ever put it on sale. And then we can play it. But I really enjoyed the game. I thought they did a really good job of the puzzles. We managed everything without hints, and we only got stuck once. And that was with the toilet. Because we didn't want to touch the toilet. I didn't know there was a clue in the toilet. That was just funny. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. But I would like to play the DLC. Just because I love me some escape room puzzles. No, I just got back to the beginning where I'm at. Talos Principle, yeah, looking forward to that one. No, unless I didn't finish off this plan. It's all these flowers in the way. And then how do we get through to here? This is all well and good saying, oh yes, can you clean the thing, but how do I get to the hatch? Oh, hello. I'm glad I already opened the hatch then, because that would have been interesting. Why is only the floor in this bit really mucky? But how those ancients... No, yeah, ancients wanted to show us that the road was often confusing with dead ends and false turns. Yeah, Jesse and I enjoyed Talos Principle. Ended up having to replay a chunk of it for an achievement, I think. I think that was the one. I don't know, we've played a lot of games that are slightly similar. So sometimes, like, the solutions sort of merge into one. I think that was the one with the robots and the computers. May or may not have been picking up letters and ascending a tower. Definitely the one that had, like, the shepherd, and you could have versions of yourself and your friends in there. Whether that was the one with the tower and the... that you... Could not enter the tower. That may have been another game. There were a couple that we played were similarly puzzly. I don't want to say they were the same because they weren't the same. They were puzzles, and Jesse and I played them, and then sometimes the games just merge into one. I'm not getting it mixed up with a witness, but I may be getting it mixed up with something else. But it also may be completely accurate and just that one game. I don't know. I'm fully expecting, you know, Lady M or Alkesh or Jesse even to basically pick up on my terrible description of a game and go, yes, that is that game. You know, I'm so good with the words. You may feel lost, but you're only ever 1 or 2 decisions away from the way out. Well, that depends. If you're extremely bad at directions, then you could be actually just going in a circle. I went through a maze with my niece at... Mazes teach us to be patient, to be mindful, calmful, and centered. They teach us to be better learners. I went through a maze with my niece at... Oh god, I'm trying to remember. I took a bus from Oxford, so it's somewhere north of Oxford, because the trains weren't running for whatever reason to the Cotswolds. So I got something to... I forget why. It was either strikes or something. But either which way. Oh no, I was trying to decide if Talos Principle was the one that had the tower that you weren't supposed to go in. Or whether that was a different game. But yeah, so yeah, we went to some place that had like, I don't know, it was a castle? But there was a maze. And I went around the maze with my niece. And I basically let her lead because, well, I didn't know and she's been in it before. And my brother decided off to go a different way. And I was like, well, we're going to go this way. Because this is the way my niece wants to go. And we mostly did okay. I think we went back on ourselves a couple of times. But we found our way out in the end, and it was fun. But can't quite remember the name of the place. But I enjoyed it. There was also a butterfly house. But it was some place you could get a bus from Oxford to. So that's what I did. Oh, that's it. The trains weren't running at all. I got a bus to Oxford. I got the coach to Oxford. And then a bus to this place. And then they picked me up. And then I think I managed to get a train home. But for some reason, the trains were not running on that particular day for whatever reason. It was fun. It was a very long day. I think I got up at like 6 a.m. to go because of the whatever it was. As I said, either a strike or, you know, just planned to meet up, and then something happened, and we still wanted to meet up, and I was like, well, you know, this is an option. Because everything just conspired from me spending time with them. And I was getting very frustrated. Obviously 100% supportive of the strikes. You know, if there's a reason they happen. But it was just one of those things where, like, I had to miss out on a couple of things because of various train stuff, and you know, I felt left out and I was missing out. And so it's like, you know, if I can get a bus, then as much as I hate travelling on buses because I get very motion sick, I was going to do it because, you know, damned if I was going to miss out on that particular planned thing. Anyway, I'm just babbling. Apparently that's just what I'm doing today, is babbling. It's nice to be slightly cooler. Oh, it's a gnome! It's a golden gnome. I'm unable to pick it up, really. But that's cute. It's saying pick up place, but it's not letting me. I'm not going to argue with it, you know. Oh, yeah. May centre stone bench. Blue flower fountain pot. Okay, that is somewhere out. Excellent. Oh, hey, top-down view. Oh, that's handy. I've had a good look round the hedge maze, and I have to say it looks fantastic. I'll no longer have to fret every time I see someone head across the courtyard. In fact, I can actually encourage people to go explore it. I'm wondering if there's one last job for you after all. Ooh, the treasure room. What time are we? Yeah, we can get it done. Trusted friend, you have such a quiet, unassuming aura. I feel like I could task you with anything, which is why I'm asking you to do something rather special for me. As you know, I go travelling from time to time, and along the way I've picked up the odd curious trinket or two. I keep them all in a treasure room of sorts. I think part of me must consider it somewhat indulgent, hence its neglected state. The whole place is now covered in a thick layer of dust. Would you to clean things up for me? I mean, I'm not sure I should be doing this to priceless treasures, but I'm fairly certain should be returned. Please stop stealing things. What are you, the British? But there's a dinosaur in here, so, you know. To be honest, I've never let another soul in here before, not even dear old Winston. At least a lot of it's in glass cases. Glass cases are easier. I know he's tried. I've seen the scratch marks on the upstairs fence. Also, I'm seeing a carpet. I don't think that's great. Dagger of Zion. Ah, I do get a steppy stool. Is this in the original games, Nikki? Also, I really don't think I should be washing this with water. Sure. Okay, no worries. You do not have to know anything. You are not my fountain of knowledge. Ew, sooty fireplace. That's not something I want to be spreading water at. It's going to then flood the carpet and it's going to be yicky. I do not advise doing this inside, honestly. This entire place is going to be waterlogged if this was real life. This is totally unrealistic. Yeah, this should complete the DLC, and then maybe next week we'll tackle the next one. I might go in and own all the cleaning liquids. And then the bonus jobs. And then it's just the complete career mode. So I don't really want to do a bonus job until career mode's done, but I think if it's fixed in the SpongeBob DLC, or with the SpongeBob DLC, it should be okay. It's just whether I have to do anything to re-trigger or whether it'll check automatically. Having to redo the entire career mode could take a while. But yeah, there's no floor drainage. This is just, you know, this couldn't happen like this. Let's start with the elephant in the room. In this case, dinosaur. Yes, it's real. Imagine the first thing you did when you walked in was squirt him in the face, wasn't it? Nope, actually I've not touched him. First thing I did was start washing down a cabinet. Aha, I'm not predictable. It took a lot more than that to take him down the first time of asking, I can tell you. Okay, which Lara Croft game had a freaking dinosaur in it? Because that's the one you need to stream first, Leaky. Ah, Tomb Raider 1 anniversary. Thanks, Graf. See, I figured between everyone here that, you know, we'd have an answer. Got a lot of people that remember shit about video games. Anniversary is a remake of the first one. Okay, so they remade it and added in a dinosaur. Cool. Makes total sense. Oh, the dinosaur was in the original too. Okay. You actually have the first game running after cursing a lot. Excellent. Not the cursing, the running part. Technology. Technology involves lots of cursing. I have stuff on GOG and Steam, and also Epic for various. Sometimes I have duplicates of things, because you know, apparently I like playing games on platforms that I don't even play on. Yeah, that's the problem. Is even with like GOG, sometimes it's built for the wrong version of the thing that you're using, because a lot of that stuff was ported a while ago. But then people do patch things, which is nice. Ooh, so you can have big blocky boobs. Oh no, no, I know why. I was just teasing you. That was my idea of a joke. Bad joke. I did get a laugh out of my bad joke in my Joe and Tell today. I was quite pleased. I was, explaining how I work, and I was like, I interpret things literally. I said I used to say I take things literally, but then I realized that's a kleptomaniac, and I'm not that. Um, and the guy at work who really likes puns and bad jokes was laughing, and I'm like, yes, somebody laughed. Excellent. Mission accomplished. Because we'd already had a discussion about how puns were awesome. And I was like, it's pretty much the only type of humor I always get. So bottom. Globe stem. Come on, globe top. There we go. This one, iris. And you choose to believe that it's a crystallized form of the iris from Arcade Spirits. And not the flower. Oh my god! 320 by 200! That's like so few pixels. You can barely see the text on that, let alone, play it. You should take a screenshot. Like, and post it in Discord and be like, this is like the comparison size, because that sounds hilarious. Didn't they take that back because people complained? But I bet they haven't responded to, you know, the whole, if you're not an affiliate or a partner, the restream thing that they slipped in the T's and C's. There's a lot of people that affiliate lapse or don't have affiliates so they can restream. And having it be against the T's and C's for everybody is way harsh. I don't know. Currently, I don't think anything I do goes against anything, so as long as I just keep following the rules and keep streaming, but... Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Please feel free to lurk. Also, please feel free to say hi. Always appreciate new viewers. Currently, we are trying to clean the weather room. The weather room? Did I just say the weather room? Oh my god. I am ridiculously, you know, brain foggy from the heat. The treasure room. I'm trying to clean the treasure room. Nothing to do with the weather room, though it will be a swamp when I'm finished. Yeah, because I know ID's not streaming to YouTube at the moment because they're not sure if they can get, like, an exception. Because there is a possibility of an exception. And if you have that exception, then you can do the simulcast things. But yeah, as a general rule, rolling it out to everyone instead of just partners and affiliates is just... taking the piss. Don't know why goat was involved in that. I mean, the simulcast stuff was also, you know, Xbox Showcase, Ubisoft, everyone was streaming that to multiple things. Unless they had special permission. How did Twitch break the sponsorship rules? I mean, surely it doesn't apply to Twitch itself, right? This one. Something cyan. Atlantean cyan. Kniffs! Oh, an onk. But anyway, you know, hopefully it won't go the way of Mixer. I mean, we are coming up on 3 years. And that did happen to Mixer after we've been on there 3 years. So, yeah, I just don't want to move to the one that supports gambling. Doesn't appeal to me. In one of the glass cabinets, you'll find a beautiful red stone. It's the fabled philosopher's stone used to turn lead into gold. Also apparently to produce the elixir of life, the secret of immortality. I sense Winston knows it in here and thinks I've used it, as he comments on how I haven't aged a day since 1996. I want to leave the dinosaur for last. Oh, Partner Plus! What the heck is Partner Plus? haven't even gotten to partner non-plus. Not that I really have an aim to do that, because I don't think I could cope with 75 people watching at once. I'll just stick with my, you know, nice low double digits. Obviously, you know, it'd be nice to grow a little bit. I still hoping to hit 500 followers by the end of the year. Okay, interesting. So are they wanting to leverage those sponsored deals or legislate them? Hmm. Yeah. Hey DJ. Or hey DJ. Sorry. Kitty. I like your little mini kitty. I don't think I'm doing this particularly efficiently, but I'm having fun. Should finish before midnight. Alright then, and she'll attempt to sleep. I hope it doesn't get any hotter. Ah yes, thank you Nightbot for reminding everyone about Extra Life. Some point I will set up some targets, figure out what I'm doing, and figure out how I'm going to do giveaways. Yes, there should be a level where you're waist deep. Exactly. But this should just slowly fill with water. Because honestly, it's not going anywhere. That's why I said this level is wholly unrealistic. Lol. You know, like the other ones have been massively realistic. Yes, English Heritage definitely wants to have a word. I would have thought, you know, a lot of places would like to have a word. They would like their things back. Lapis Philosophorum. is ancient cloth. Why are you making me spray it with water? Appropriate though. Hi, let's have, you know, Armor of Horus. After we've just played, you know, Wonders. Pillaging was something pirates did. It's only pillaging if you're a pirate. Otherwise, it's, you know, nice cultural appropriation. There's a button there. What does the button do? Lol at the ladder-shaped dust on the floor. Seriously, what is the button doing? Squishy, soaky carpet. Everything's gonna go moldy down here. There's no... Well, there probably is ventilation, because she said something about vents, but there's very little ventilation. And I am sprayed so much water. In another place, glass cabinet, you'll see 3 knives next to an ankh. Yes, I did. I'm literally spraying next to it right now. Yeah. These are the Peript shards. Catnip for 500-year-old alchemists. You see, I think I'm missing out on a lot of the detail of this because I didn't play the original games. Why are there tire tracks in here? I just realised, look, there's tire tracks. Like someone's been doing wheelies in here on a motorbike. The ankh is an amulet belonging to the Egyptian god Horus. Oh, one in particular of them right inside his head. Okay. Suit of armor also belongs to Horus and is offset beautifully by the amulet. Yep. Why are they in your creepy basement treasure room thing? Which, to be fair, has a window. And not, you know, in an Egyptian museum. sense of the temple because the temple was, you know, came from under the sea. And outside of stuff makes sense, but this inside is just like, this just feels like I'm destroying everything with water. I mean, I'm gonna complete it because it's the last level of this DLC, but it's just taking me right out of the immersion, you know, it's just totally unrealistic. Even getting stuck on the dinosaur tail, which is just hilarious. Yeah, complaining about things being unrealistic while having to hopscotch a dinosaur tail. But yeah, who's been doing donuts in here? I'm gonna get up from this and I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I forgot to move again. Lastly, I should mention what looks like a homeless old record player. Okay, well, we've just got up to that, so good if we've got a warning. Ah, no worries, BX. It's actually the gramophone of Mendes. Devilish tool devised by the mad monk Rasputin to play records backwards, enrapturing the souls of anyone within earshot. Okay. So if we accidentally break it, that wouldn't be a bad thing then. How was work, BX? How are you doing? Yes, I realise people have to work, you know. I stream at convenient times for me in the UK, but obviously with time zones that, you know, and obviously people working different shifts, you know, it means that, and sleeping, means that people aren't going to watch every stream. That is okay. There is no judgment. Watch what you can. No obligation to do anything more. I swear there was an interact prompt with this freckle player that came up at one point, but I keep flailing around, so like at some point I'd love to know what that door or what that button does, whether it opens a door or something. Yes, I should do that. Oh. Ah. Oh. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm climbing it. Don't take it away. Okay, right. What have we got? Display case for pearly shards. Case pillars. And phone table. Pillars. Wall lamps, and then the T-Rex. Really sounds like something's opening. yellow. Golden T-Rex. I always picture T-Rex as being like green. What is opening? It's frustrating, that is. Oh well, never mind. That was longish. It should be the end, and I'll finish off. And then I have to decide what I'm doing on Saturday. So many memories, so many adventures. I cannot thank you enough for bringing them back to life. Perhaps it's not so indulgent to keep reminders of our proudest and most humbling moments. Our legacy is what grounds us, good and bad. In fact, it's made me itch to add some more to the collection. I think it's about time I paid a visit to my old friend Von Croy, after all. Thanks for everything, Lara. Sweet. We completed everything. So there's some free play where you can basically do them again. But campaign complete. I really wish it would be like, stop saying new when it's like, I've completed it. Thank you very much. So we've got own all the clean liquids, complete career mode, and complete a bonus job. So I'm going to grab all the cleaning liquids. Oh. Why are all the cleaning liquids out of stock? Do I need to be in a something then? Let's go into a free play. So we can buy all the cleaning liquids just to, make some progress. There we go. Or are there more types of cleaner? Or am I doing it wrong? Own all cleaning liquids at the same time. Maybe there's more cleaning liquids that need to be in a later level. Ah, okay. There we go. Main menu. I'm just going to end here. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for turning up for the showcase of preloaded Fortnite Island, which is really cool. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back on Saturday with something. I don't know what. We'll decide. And then Sunday we'll be Danganronpa 2, continuing Chapter 1. Thanks again, everyone. Thank you to Scruff for the resub and the raid. New follows. Hi. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a great rest of your day and see you later. Bye.